Good morning, I'm Ferdi Salvador. Welcome to Industry Beacon, where we shine a light on the trailblazers, the disruptors, and the leaders shaping our future. And in each episode, we'll explore how they're staying ahead in their fields, one industry at a time. The return of luxury travel is one of the most notable trends in the post-pandemic era. As global restrictions ease, more and more people regain their confidence to explore the world, fueling a surge in demand for high-end and exclusive escapes. But for some are seeking more than just a getaway. They are in search of privacy, personal touch, and once-in-a-lifetime adventures. Before you book that well-deserved trip, let's hear the ins and outs of luxury travel. With Shan David, President and General Manager of Citti Elite. Good morning, Shan. Thank you so much for being on Industry Beacon this morning.
Morning, Ferdi.
I'm so excited about our topic today because travel is part of my genetics. And I've known you for a long time. That's why I wanted to talk to you about luxury travel. What's the real meaning of luxury travel? But before that, tell me, how did you start?
Well, 30 years ago, actually, we're turning 31 this year. So 30 years ago, I started Citti, which is Corporate International Travel and Tours. And we started in a small office, and then it grew now to a bigger market, the MICE business, the leisure groups, leisure travel, and of course, other than that, the cruise market. So then early this last year, I decided to put up another company, which caters to the luxury travel market.
Which is really interesting.
Yes.
Right? I mean, let's take it back. During the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, travel agencies, as they were called before, now it's travel advisors, right?
Definitely, travel advisors, because they really give you what suits your demand or your profile.
Yes.
So that's meaning we just don't just give you any kind of travel that's just out in the market, in the social media, but it's something curated for exactly for
but before, during the 80s and the 90s, travel agents before were very important because we didn't have access to obviously online travel agents, and you are only our only gateway to travel, right? Or you go straight to the airline, buy your ticket, and then you go your merry way, right?
Yes.
So what has changed from then and now? Because you don't see a lot of travel agents, or now it's called travel advisors. So what's the significance of travel advisors now?
Well, travel advisors, they're very significant in terms of like against online booking, because online booking, you're on your own and you don't have a go-to person once something happens wherever you are in the destination. So they can already help you right away when in terms of like airline cancellation, baggage.
Like me, I'm old school because I like to talk to a human being on the other line or text. I mean, your team is already my barcado every time I travel because they know what I prefer, what seat I like, and even airlines I fly on. They know exactly what I prefer. So do you think there's going to be a growth with travel advisors in the next couple of years?
Definitely, depends on the market you handle. Like us, we handle a lot of luxury market. So definitely they need a travel advisor in terms of preparing them to the destination. Like the visas, all the itineraries that's available.
What to prepare for, right?
The unique experience, something like that, which we know very well because we go first before we sell the product.
You check it out first. So let me bring you back. So how big is the demand now for your type of luxury travel segment?
Actually, it grew so fast after the pandemic. They were the first one to travel. So right now, if you look at the airline inventory, business class and first class are sold out first. And the demand for premium travel is everybody wants to spend more and experience unique luxury travel.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Why is it always fully booked in premium cabins, business first, even premium economy? What's happening?
No, because based on my interview with my other clients, they said, what will I do with my money? Why will I not spend all of this on luxury travel? So might as well pay premium and pay the best products that I have to experience in the world.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess post-pandemic, when people are allowed to travel, obviously, since I'm gonna go pay anyway, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do this
Yeah,
again. So
that's so
let's
true.
go for it, right?
Yeah.
But that has carried on in the past how many years and still super significant in
Right.
the travel industry. Did people get used to just traveling business in first class? Is this why the demand's so high?
I think once you travel business class, you won't go back to economy anymore. That's so true. All my clients I book on business class, they don't want to travel economy anymore.
Or if you travel first class, it's hard to be in
It's
business.
hard to be in business.
Do you start itching? That's why
I
said that.
agree. Sometimes you still want, oh, when can I book
Or
again?
or you're flying coach, but then you're nagdadabog because I could be in front. But,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But the prices and have increased significantly.
Definitely right. Of course, pre-pandemic price,
Yes.
it's totally different now.
Yes.
It's really like 40% more.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
pre-pandemic,
Yeah.
what I mean, you can get a lot of deals on premium cabins, like
True.
50% off.
1,500, 1,700.
$1,500, 1,000
In Europe,
to Europe.
yeah,
I mean, that's
true,
unheard of,
true,
right?
yeah.
That's business class to go to Hong Kong now, or even to Bali, Singapore,
Japan,
to
yeah,
Japan. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because the demand is super high.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to ease up, go down, or?
Well, I don't think so because inflation also has a factor.
Mm-hmm.
Everything went up. So definitely they may have a promo, but it's not really that low.
Yes.
It won't go back to pre-pandemic price, definitely.
So what are the latest trends in luxury travel?
Oh, latest trend. So now we are focusing on promoting the edge of the world.
What's the edge of the world?
Okay, the polar region, which is the North Pole and South Pole, Arctic and Antarctica.
Yes.
And also, most of the Filipinos, they like destinations with snow, cold weather.
Well,
So-
I don't think I'm prepared to check out those regions. Why the interest? Why the demand?
Oh, I feel like season travelers have seen the most part of the world. So they really want to explore something new, and expedition cruising is an in thing now.
What's there to do?
Oh, you see wildlife, nature, and the fact that Antarctica is a white continent, it's a desert, and it's really a very, very a long way to go there. And
Yes.
only 1% of the world's population have
Been
visited the
there.
white continent.
I want to be part of that 1%.
Maybe now it's 2% because it's really an emerging destination. It's really growing all over the world.
And how long does it take to get there from the Philippines?
From the Philippines, either if you fly to Buenos Aires or Santiago, Chile, it takes like 28 hours to get to that country.
Flight time only.
Yes, and then
But
another flight to the south of end of the world, which is the
Yes.
south of Argentina and Chile.
Yes.
And that's 3.5. And then to fly to Antarctica is another 3 hours, I guess.
Oh,
If
okay.
you take the flying cruise. But if you take do the Drake Passage, then that's 2 days to get there.
Wow, that's very interesting. What about
Yeah.
the North Pole?
North Pole is much easier. Like you go to Oslo and then you fly to Svalbard, which is another 3 hours.
Yes.
And then from there you take the cruise.
I want to go to Svalbard because I interviewed a chef that has a restaurant there. It's the most isolated restaurant in the world, up in the North Pole. I have to make sure that I say that because people might, bash me for that. But this is super interesting. You mentioned Oslo. A lot of Filipinos like to look at the Borealis. Is that a thing? Because I
Yeah.
always see photos of people on social media, and they're always like talking about it. Or
Actually, it's really an in thing since the past 5 years. So now we've been promoting the Northern Lights for the past 7 years, 8
Yes.
years, and still a lot of people are interested. Of course, it's nature, it's by luck, so
Yeah.
it's not for everyone. There were some guests of ours they didn't get to see it, but those lucky ones see it twice or more than that.
Wow.
Yeah, especially Iceland, Rovaniemi, part of Finland, yeah. And Tromsø also in Norway.
Wow. I guess that's still until April, so they have time to to make sure to get their bookings in. What about other trends? I see that there's a lot of luxury cruises back on.
Yes, so that's why we opened Citti Elite, because we are the GSA here in the Philippines, the luxury cruise top among them
General
are
sales agent.
general sales agents of Philippines. So one of them Silver Sea, and we are the top agent in the Philippines. 67% of their sales came from City Elite.
Wow.
So
What's the allure of cruising? Because I haven't been on a cruise. Because I'll tell you this quite honestly.
I should put you on board soon, okay?
Yes, because I feel like it. Am I gonna get bored? What's there to do? I see the same people over and over again.
Not really. So there are three types of cruising. So you have river cruising, which is like they dock on the port and you're in the main city. That mostly the elder people like that. And then there's
Wow, thanks.
mostly like the 70s or 80s. The 80 years old likes that. So, and then the next one is ocean cruising. Then you really go to different destinations, like maybe 5 countries in one trip. And then expedition cruising, wherein you go to remote places where
like
the ocean,
Antarctica, like Antarctica.
yeah, where the ocean cruise cannot take you.
Yes.
So what is cruising all about? So you don't have to pack and unpack once you board. Everything is all inclusive, except for some ocean cruise that's not luxury. So luxury cruising is all inclusive. You have a butler, all meals and your alcohol is included, all their tours and shore excursions are included. You have they have also specialty dining that you might want to experience, like especially for Silver Sea, they have this salt and land taste experience,
Wow.
wherein when you're in Greece, they will serve you Greek food on board.
So wherever destination you
Wherever
go
they
to.
dock. And you also do cooking classes, which we did before with Karen, of course.
Okay, let me get back to that. And we're going to take a quick break, and Mr. Beacon will be right back. Stay with us here on the Billionaire News Channel.
The questions,
Why sounds very serious, but
Seryoso,
watch
no?
it.
Di ba parang, crime, may away pamilya, etc.
the issues,
Who are supposed to be on the faces of our bank, of our money?
Bangko Sentral, no? There is a numismatic committee who meets and decides.
we clarify matters.
The 1,000 peso bill was changed from the 3 heroes of World War II to the Philippine Eagle.
Pinky Web is always on point.
And we're back. You're still watching Industry Beacon here on BNC. Still with us is Shan David as we continue our chat on the resurgence of luxury travel. So we're just talking about cruising
Right.
and stuff like that. You know, doing doing cooking lessons, eating the cuisine of
Yeah.
your destinations. What about the cabins?
Oh, the cabins for luxury cruise, normally it's like between 20 to 30 square meters. So you're like staying in your own hotel room.
Okay.
Unlike of course, the other level of cruise category, normally it's like 15, 13 square meters. So
I need to experience this with you. I think
Definitely.
I really want to do the Arctic cruise. And
Okay.
I'm sure my other colleagues here at BNC would like to go.
I think
with
we should
me.
do it this July.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about price points. I wouldn't say setback.
Yeah.
What should we prepare for when booking a luxury cruise or ultra luxury cruise?
Okay, for the river cruise and the ocean cruise, luxury cruise starts at $500 to $800 per person.
Okay.
Depending on the cabin that you book.
And where would this be? What river
Oh,
cruise?
for this one, the ocean cruise of
River cruise, rather.
river cruise and
Yes.
ocean cruise, they go to Europe and also
okay.
anywhere in the world. Okay? For the river cruise in Europe and Asia, and the ocean cruise for anywhere in the world. So most of them, South America, Caribbean.
Do you have
yeah.
anything on the Amazon River?
Of course, I have.
I would like to try that.
That is one.
Because I've done the Mekong River.
My gosh.
But I want to go try to do the Amazon because I think it's interesting. So how much do I need to prepare for that?
For that, it's the same like expedition, maybe
Okay.
$1,000 to $1,500 per person per day.
Okay.
So that's normally you can get a 5 nights and 7 nights for Amazon.
Okay.
And we're gonna launch it this year as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna watch out for that. What about ocean cruising?
Ocean cruise is like $500 to $800 per person per day.
Okay, there's a range. What
Yeah.
about the ultra luxury level?
Ultra luxury starts from $1,200 to $1,500 per person per
Yes.
day.
Because-
The lowest category.
Yes, I've seen luxury chain hotels
Right.
that have their own luxury lines. Is that
Right.
something you guys have?
Yes, we do. Like Four Seasons.
Yes.
We're
The
promoting.
Ritz.
Yeah, the
Yes.
Ritz Carlton. That's also part of our product line. So
Yes.
we have it also with our promotion this year. So watch out. Next.
That's what I want
soon.
to. I want to experience that because that's ultra luxury. You're only
Definitely.
like 20 people or 30 people on the mega yacht, as they say.
Not really, but less than 50, I believe.
Okay.
But the one you're talking about, the 15 to 20 people, is a yacht that goes to islands of Bora Bora or Tahiti.
I need to work very hard
I can take you there. I'm planning to do it this year, so let's do it first. If you're a beach person.
You
yeah.
guys heard it here on Industry Beacon. Shan's gonna take me.
Definitely.
Because and it's not cheap to go on this, but it's all about the experience. Is that what your clients are looking for?
Yes, they look for a unique and memorable experience when they're on board. So some of my cruise partners, they focus on theme destination, and sometimes they have a famous chef on board, like Alain Ducasse.
Wow, Alain
and
Ducasse.
then if you're into wellness, there's a retreat sailing wherein the famous yoga and Pilates instructor are also on
Yeah,
board.
wellness is a
yeah,
top.
Wellness
is a top variable
Yeah.
for a lot of travelers right now.
Yeah.
Especially like places like Bali, South America. It's all about wellness.
True.
So there is a wellness luxury trip. I didn't know that.
Yes, we have it in one of our partners.
Yes,
cruise partners.
we've been talking about outbound,
Right.
to different parts of the world. What about your trends on the inbound? Are you going to be championing luxury inbound travel as well?
Yes, definitely. It's part of the plan. This year, soon, we're going to launch promoting Philippines as a destination for luxury travel. So, of course, we have selected islands who can really cater to that. Not all our islands have the facilities
Yes.
and infrastructure as well.
Yes.
So soon we will launch it. So check out Citti Elite's
You're gonna be
IG.
You're gonna be very busy at 2025. I'm already dizzy listening to you about your
Yeah,
plans.
but I have a good team. Yeah, with my daughter who's helping me right now.
What are your top? Yeah, your daughter. That's great. I'm sure
Yeah.
she's traveling with you. But what are your top? What are the top destinations that your clients clamor for?
It's still Finland, Iceland, now Arctic, and Antarctica is really
Wow.
getting famous nowadays.
What
So-
about what are the plans? You told me about luxury
Trains,
cruising.
yeah.
You're doing trains as
I
well.
have luxury trains as well. We do Rovos Rail in Africa,
Wow.
and also the Orient Express, which goes within Europe,
That's on my bucket
and
list.
the Belmont train as
Yes.
well. So
I've heard about the Belmont train.
yeah,
Super
that's
luxury.
Super, and they have also luxury hotels all over South America, I believe. Yeah,
Wow, I wish,
Yeah.
I really wish I can afford to go get a.
you can definitely you can.
Aside from those top destinations, what else do you have?
I have Africa as well, African camp. So we also have partnership with Giraffe Manor. This is a famous property in Nairobi. And then, of course, there comes in Masai Mara. And the Great Migration is very popular. It's the greatest show on earth.
Yes.
Wherein the animals move from one country to another, which is from Kenya to Tanzania. So they
Yes.
cross the Masai River because of the dryness of the land. They have to move for food.
Okay, tell me, is there a hack that our viewers can tune into to get perhaps some of these luxury trips with a better deal?
So on Feb 7 to 9,
Ang bilis naman, Web 7. Okay.
we will be at SMX, the Travel Tour Expo.
Yes.
So we will have a lot of promotions for all the brands and the properties that we're partnered with. And of course, with Citti, or the usual Lapland, Iceland, and South America tours. So for Citti Elite, we have the polar region, which is Antarctica, and Arctic, and also African camps and the trains.
Okay, I'm sure a lot of them are asking. Yes, we're talking about luxury destinations and possible, cruises and experiences. What about privacy and security?
So, privacy and security, we normally find the best destination that would suit our clients'
Okay.
requirements. So,
Okay. So
definitely,
your partners,
yeah.
I'm sure,
Definitely.
they have privacy and stuff like
They,
that.
of course, definitely.
Not that I need it. I'm not a prince or
Yeah,
like a celebrity, but
Definitely, for private resorts, definitely they do that. But of course, when you're on board a big ship, which is like 200 people, and a lot of them are Filipinos, so they get to know them.
yeah, I saw some of
They
your
get to
some
know
of your
them.
clips. I know my friend Tessa Prieto.
Yeah.
She's been in several of your cruises, and she doesn't need privacy. You
I
can't
think
miss her.
so. Yeah.
What about your dream destinations?
Me, I have a lot. So Galapagos is one, which I'm doing next month.
Wow.
And most African countries, Algeria, Tunisia, Seychelles, Madagascar, and what else? So many. Because this year, I think I'm adding 10 more countries on my
On your bucket list?
bucket list, yeah.
You're such a wanderlust. I'm so happy because
Yeah.
I've never been to some of the places that you've
Yeah.
mentioned.
I think for every travel owners, you really want to see the whole world.
What about
At
the-
least 150 countries in your
Yes.
lifetime.
What about the dream travel collaboration?
Oh, that's a good question. So, possible, put all the 7 continents in
On one trip?
in one trip, or 7 wonders of the world in one trip, which is more ideal because not everybody has the time.
Yes.
I think that one.
I think that would be cool.
Yeah, that would
Okay,
be cool.
my last question for you, Shan David. What is your biggest mistake?
Oh my gosh, there are several. Several. So when I was starting, definitely, of course, I don't pay attention to details, but of course you learn from your experience. And my biggest mistake I think, is not putting myself in social media sooner.
Okay. Well, you are definitely in social media, and I'm sure you're going to be posting this. Thank you so much, Shan, for being with us and
Yeah.
for telling us about Citti Elite.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
having me here.
Yes. So, and that is it for today's show. I'm Ferdi Salvador. Catch the Billionaire News channel on Free TV channel 31 and on cable via Cignal channel 24. Thanks for watching the Billionaire News channel. Always on top.